This classroom has 2 teachers assigned for this period. Each teacher works with a variety of students during the class session. As you watch the learning and instruction, can you tell the students' needs or ability levels?
Mr. McCall and I both could help you.
I got 10%.
Think of this. Think of 75%, which is the same as what? How many fourths? 3/4. So what's 1/4 of 16?
That's 25. Or no, 1/4 would be 4.
So you have 3 of those.
Yeah, Mark, what'd you get? 25. Oh, you're close. It'd be 100.
You just told me 1/4 was 4.
Yeah, and you have 4.
You have 3 groups of that. 4 groups would be the whole. There you go. So you're looking for the other person with 12. Okay, I'll take your cards back. Actually, hang on just a second. Mark, I bet you're with Steph. Devin, do you have your partner? Did you figure out your problem? Okay, so Mark, can you slide over so you're with Steph and Shane can sit? There's your chair right there, buddy. What do you think?
Not sure.
How are you going to start?
Well, I was thinking of doing half and half.
You're each going to, what is half of 150?
72. Yeah, 75.
So you're each, you think Mark should spend $75 and you should spend $75 and see what you do?
Well, it's up to him if he wants to.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you have a choice in this also, so.
I think it's great that you're working as groups and giving each other choices, but I also think make a decision and get busy. Do you want to do it that way, or do you want to work together and just keep subtracting off your 150? Okay.
Okay, so we both have $75 to spend. And we have to be able to get both of our money to equal up to 150, so.
So you're going to spend $75? And you're spending $75? Is that what you mean? Okay, so then get busy, Mark.
But we have to be careful of how much we spend because we'll have the taxes that could go over.
Did you hear Steph?
150.
Can you spend exactly 75?
If we do something lower than 75 to get to equal to 150,
So Steph's saying you can't go over 75, huh?
so I'd say we can make our price range 72.
Okay.
Basically,
So you're shooting for around $72, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds kind of.
All right, so get started, Mark. What are you buying?
we're gonna go for some sunglasses.
So first, can you figure out how much sunglasses are?
Yeah.
Regularly, they're $35.99.
Are you buying sunglasses too?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are cool. And they're 15% off. So it'd be $39.99, $35.99.
You can use your calculator. What do you define percent of something? Of is your clue.
5.99. Is always at the bottom.
Of always means what operation?
The whole.
Okay, write it down if it's easier for you. That's fine.
35.99.
Is your total? That's your whole amount.
And we're looking for
The sale price or the part that you have to pay. Right. Good job.
$39.99.
Good.
We have our 0.15 over 100.
Now, if you're putting it over 100, do you have to turn it to a decimal?
Yeah.
No. That's what the 100 will do for you.
Okay. So it'd be 15 times 35.99. Oops. 15 times 35.99 equals to have 539.85. That's a lot.
Now you're not done.
Gotta divide it by 100. And you got
$5.
$5.39. But it wouldn't be 39, it'd be 40.
Good job. So what is this? The glasses only cost $5.40?
Yeah. No.
You wish.
Yeah.
What'd you just
now
find?
you that's your subtotal.
That's your
discount.
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 Okay.
So now you have to add the 540 to
Discount.
the 35.99.
Discount.
Subtract it from the $35.99.
Do you to save the money on a discount?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So minus 5.40 equals negative 18.01.
Now it looks like you did 54. Is that point? Double check. Do you think it's reasonable that they cost that? I remember.
You're right.
We don't round
But
it.
it's
I would probably just wait, get your subtotal, and find a text here just to double check you. But this is what you can count on. Maybe do it that way. Yes. You're done.
How much that is?
So how much of your?
145.86.
And there's nothing to buy for $5,
No. The socks are $7.99.
even with the sale.
They're $6.39, so we can't buy anything else.
Okay, now this is what I suggest. Go back, double check every single one, because if you're a penny or two off, because we didn't do any rounding, you might have on your to the nearest cent, but make sure you're right, because I'm grading that.
We didn't.
So do it again.
We'd have to give them back.
Okay.
We accidentally wrote on it.
That's okay.
We bought 2 T-shirts.
With your hunting coat, that's fine. I didn't tell you what you could or couldn't buy.
That would be a $10 increase.
How'd you get it?
The 5.9.
Not exactly. If it was for, went from here to here. Okay. So how do you set that up? Do you remember? The amount of?
It'd be $49.99.
Do you remember from yesterday? What do we equal? They want the percent of increase, so we don't know the percent.
X over 100.
Good.
And $49.99 over. Or
What was the amount of change?
$59.99. What?
What was the amount of the change you just told me? The difference in the
$10.
change? So that should have been here. Over the original.
Which would be, yeah.
Is that what you did?
No.
You figured out the amount of difference.
Yeah.
So you're on the right start. Go. Good effort. Good job.
Added that onto your mind.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we could.
You could text right now to see how much it's going to cost. Or you could, you decide.
So then we go
Not on the regular price, but on the sale price. Like
Is this yours?
Oh yeah.
times
It was 30.59.
376.
So about $4 tax. So you maybe don't remember.
You're right.
We don't
It's,
round
but
it.
it's 7.
I would probably just wait, get your subtotal, and find a text here just to double check you. But this is what you can count on. Maybe do it that way. Yes. You're done.
How much that is?
So how much of your?
145.86.
And there's nothing to buy for $5,
No. The socks are $7.99.
even with the sale.
They're $6.39, so we can't buy anything else.
Okay, now this is what I suggest. Go back, double check every single one, because if you're a penny or two off, because we didn't do any rounding, you might have on your to the nearest cent, but make sure you're right, because I'm grading that.
We didn't.
So do it again.
We have to
Ms. T provides one group of students with an extra set of problems. Is this an appropriate DI strategy?